Hi guys. Oh, I already see some people are here. Hi Jan. Hi Yajni. Hi Rampage and hi Philippa. I'm seeing that we have some people already here in the room. So that's really exciting. How's everyone's day been so far? I don't know necessarily what time it is for where you are, but I'd love to know how your guys' day has been and what's happened today. Has it been a good day? Has it been a bad day? What's been going on for you guys? So definitely let me know in the chat how you've been doing. Oh, hi Jasas. How are you? Also, let me know too if you're new here. I definitely would love it to just welcome you to our lives and our channel and just let you guys know that this is such an amazing, positive community. So if you're new, definitely drop it in the chat because I would love to welcome you. Oh, you're new. Okay, so Lil Peacock is new. Hi. Welcome to the lives. I love that you're here today and I'm so happy to have you. So oh, and then someone else is new too, Jasas. Oh, hi, Jasas. Oh my gosh. Yay. I love all these new faces, these new people who are joining me today. That's really exciting. And again, this community is just so positive, so amazing. And you will meet a ton of amazing people. Ooh, I see another person's new. Haley. Hi, Haley. Oh my gosh, there's so many new people here today. I love that. I love just welcoming all of you guys, having new people, new energy on this stream today. So that's just very exciting. So today I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm going to be drawing cards. And again, just wanting to send all my love to everyone. I'm seeing all these new people come on and really exciting to just, have newcomers come to these streams. So I'm really excited. So I would love it too if, anyone does have a question they'd like me to do today. Basically, I put it in the description box down below, the prices, as well as I wanted to mention to you guys that I'm now offering private one-on-ones. So if you would be interested in getting like a one-on-one coaching session with me where we'll basically do a deep dive on your life and your love life and all the goals that you have and really what we can do to really manifest that life into existence for you. So basically, we will really have this personal one-on-one experience. It will be amazing. It really is an amazing session. Very life-changing and just very, a lot of people have really come back and said just how much this session has helped them. So if you are interested in that, I wanted to let you guys know too that right now I'm also offering acceptance into like my exclusive like private Facebook community. So not only will you get this one-on-one time with me and this coaching session, but you'll also get entrance into the private community where everyone in the community like will get together. You guys can kind of answer questions for each other, kind of share your experience and how, my manifestation is helping you, how those things are helping you. And I'll obviously be posting there daily and then, helping you and following you along your journeys as you are able to really manifest your soulmate and find that love and really create the future that you desire. So anyway, so I just wanted to mention that I do have the link in the description box down below. If you do need any help with anything in love and life, I do have private sessions that I am offering now. So it's really a great experience and I definitely would check that out. And then another thing too is, of course, I'm doing a pick a card reading today too. So if you would like to ask a question, all you have to do is basically, oh, and I saw Randy, you said new to the live, but you have done plenty of your pick a card readings. You're amazing, Megan. Love your energy. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Randy. You guys are just the sweetest. I can't even really express to you guys. Like I was just last night, for example, reading some of the comments from everyone. And I'm just so grateful to have you guys. You guys are just so positive, so kind. And I'm just so happy that my readings have helped you in your life and have made an impact on you. And that's like my goal. My goal is to help people. My goal is to help give you the advice, give you the guidance that you need, to again, live the life that God has intended for you because we all have so much potential. We all have these destinies in front of us, these amazing things that can happen if we not only trust the universe and trust God, but we really reach out and find that guidance. We reach out for that direction and do the things that are necessary in order to manifest that for ourselves. So oh, and Anita, you said love you from Ireland. Yay! I'm Irish. I love the Irish. So thank you, Anita, for joining. And I'm seeing so many new people. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm seeing so many new people. Welcome to these lives. It's so great to have you guys here. So if you are new too, I wanted to mention kind of how this goes. So I do have the prices in the description box down below. So it will kind of show you how many cards that you want me to choose for you and what that kind of will look like. So I kind of outline that there. And then once you want to ask a question, all you have to do is just go to that little super chat button, which is like the little icon that's like a little money icon. And you just click it and it will say, show your support for the relationship psychics. And then you will just type in your question and give the amount that you feel comfortable with based upon how many cards you want me to draw for you in your reading. And then you'll just submit the question, ask your question there. And then I will kind of go in the order of people who have submitted these chats, these super chats. So that's kind of how it works. And that's kind of how I am able to prioritize. And again, that really helps me to continue to come on here because it's literally, it does mean so much to me because it supports me, it supports our channel, our company, and it allows me to do these with you guys, which I really, really enjoy. And I find that a lot of people have enjoyed as well. So I just wanted to say that just know that your contribution, hopefully it will help you and provide you with guidance and the clarity that you're looking for, but it also really helps me and I'm very grateful for it as well. So I just wanted to point that out for you guys. And I'm seeing Danielle. Oh, Danielle's from Australia or Daniel. Yeah. It's Danielle, right? Am I saying, is it Danielle? Well, hello from Australia. That's amazing. What part of Australia are you from? And then, hi, I'm seeing all these amazing people. And then I also, let me see too, if I can, sometimes like when I don't have a moderator, it's a little bit more tricky, but let me try to find the link really quick that I can drop for you guys. Or I can also give you the pricing information on how many cards you want to get for the reading today. But we can answer any question you guys have today. If you guys are wondering about love, or if you're wondering about, I'm really feeling like strong energy towards love today. But if you also want guidance just on life in general, if you want just some general guidance, some general, advice when it comes to maybe money or career or, what path to take, how you're feeling about a certain situation, like I'm just here to help, guide you and help really convey the message that the universe wants to send your way. So once you guys, I'm just going to give everyone a little bit more time to kind of come in, but definitely I'm ready whenever you guys are. Just use that super chat button and then we can kind of get started with that. Okay, so the first person who submitted a question is Lil Peacock, who's new. Oh, hi, welcome. Yay. Okay, so you wanted to know, should I wait for the man I have fallen in love with or should I move on? Okay, so I'm really feeling drawn to this deck. I have several decks in front of me and we're going to kind of see what that should look like. Should you wait for this man that you've fallen in love with or should you move on? So it's kind of like, and I'm going to just knock my energy into this deck here. Just trying to kind of center myself, open up my heart chakra to this reading. Of course, as I'm going about my day, sometimes it's easy to get, swept up in all these different things that are going on. I actually took a little nap earlier, which I never do. But so I'm just trying to get recentered and have all my direction kind of lead me and guide me to your reading here today. So you're in love with someone and you're wondering if you should move on. So let's see what the cards have to say. So this man, okay, should you wait? Okay, so let's pick a card for you. Just shuffling the deck right here. You can kind of see. And we're going to just kind of feeling actually very drawn to this card. Let's see what this is. Okay, this is interesting. So we chose Jump In, which is all about, that Andromedan energy. It's adventure and it's saying yes to change. So what I'm really sensing for you here is that instead of really necessarily waiting for this man, what this is kind of saying, this card very clearly, and I'll kind of show you guys a little bit closer what this card looks like. It's saying say yes to change. So the universe is kind of asking you, kind of guiding you towards, changing up what you've been doing. Maybe you've been waiting for this man, you've fallen in love and it's hard sometimes to let go of those people. But what this card is really indicating to me and kind of showing me is that there's something even better in the future if you're willing to take that jump, if you're willing to kind of shift your energy and shift this relationship away from this person that you have really, fallen for and really fallen in love with, which is again so hard. And, a lot of the times when I'm kind of giving these readings and explaining things, I'm like, I want you to know I do understand it is so hard to let go of people, especially when we've fallen in love with them, right? But sometimes it's so important just to allow ourselves the chance to enter into new relationships, to change our current patterns. Maybe what you're doing right now is kind of, waiting for this person, waiting for the right moment to be with this person. And what the universe is kind of trying to convey to you right now is that it's okay to allow yourself to open yourself up to other relationships. It's okay to allow yourself to really open up and jump in to change, jump into new experiences, get out there, meet new people, allow yourself that, just understand that it's okay to do so. And it's actually healthy for you to do so instead of just, wait. And if this never, if this doesn't, I'm not saying will never be, but for now, I think the best thing for you is to definitely just change it up a little bit, jump into new experiences, new relationships, new friends, new places, and then kind of just explore what that has to say. And I feel very strongly that you'll be surprised on how happy you'll be once you start doing that. I feel like that will bring you a lot of happiness and that will bring you a lot of release. And then you'll have more clarity too on whether this person, no matter how hard you try, you still continue to hold on to, or is it someone that you meet a new person that, God has in store for you that's 1,000 times more, like you have much more of a soul connection with, right? And you would never know that if you were still never allowing yourself to get back out there, to jump back into a new situation, a new experience, and create those new connections. So I hope that kind of answered your question there, Little Peacock. So I definitely would encourage you to do this. And that's kind of what I would do from here on with that. So I hope that helped you and provided you some clarity. Thank you again so much, because that really helps us and helps our channel and everything, and helps me to be able to continue to come on and do these with you guys. So our next, okay, so yay. So Darlene is next. And Darlene, you want to know if my friend is the man I've been waiting for. Okay. So you have a friend and you're wondering, is he the one? Is he the one that I've been waiting for? Because I almost feel like you have a lot of spiritual, I don't know how to explain it necessarily. You have this dream almost, you have this desire, you have these deep ambitions of what you want when it comes to love. I'm really sensing. And we kind of want to know, is your friend the one who's going to fulfill that for you? And is that going to be the person that is this person you've been waiting for, or what that will kind of look like? So let's see. So I'm just going to shuffle these cards kind of. First, I'm going to knock my energy into it. Darlene. Just praying for guidance here and praying for the light to really guide me in this reading. Again, this is nothing. This is none of me. This is all of the will of God, the will of the universe. I am not the one. I've been given this gift, and it's not something that, it's not something that I've done to, really deserve it. So I'm just happy to help where I can. Okay, so I'm just shuffling the cards, and then let's see. This card is really standing out to me. This is interesting. Okay, this is interesting. So, okay, so we chose for you, Darlene, the second bloom, which is interesting because it's saying a second chance. It's never too late. New possibilities. So I almost feel like this is very, very interesting. So basically how I'm feeling about this is like, I feel like there's a very good chance that your friend could be this person, because like, it's almost like, let me know if I'm right here, but I feel like there was someone else for a while that you thought was the person that you've been waiting for. And for whatever reason, that kind of fell apart. And then now you're kind of feeling like this person, this, friend that you have, could be this second chance at finding your soulmate, finding that soul connection. So let me know too and affirm to me whether that's true or not. But I do feel like you may have already felt before like you could have found the right one, or it's like almost like a second chance at finding the soulmate. And if that is true, then that would really indicate to me that this friend would be potentially the one that you're destined to be with. But if that's not true, like, again, I would love to hear your thoughts, because if that is not the case, then I do believe there's someone after your friend, if that makes sense. There's going to definitely be a second bloom for you and a second bloom for your love life. And really what this card is saying is that it's never too late to find your soulmate, to find the person that you're truly destined for. And you have to be willing, again, to explore new possibilities. So if you are feeling a certain way, your intuition is really telling you and guiding you towards this friend. You have these deep feelings and feel like this could be your second bloom. You could be finding your soulmate with this friend. Then I really feel very strongly that God and the universe are kind of directing you towards the fact that this friend could be potentially your soulmate, especially if you have already faced heartbreak in the past. And this is kind of something where it's like a second chance for you in a way. So I hope that kind of provides you with some clarity there, Darlene. Definitely too, if I don't know if my chat's delayed or not, but definitely let me know too if any of this kind of resonated with you, because I always love hearing, how things are resonating or how they're applying to you in this reading. But I hope that kind of makes sense. So really depending upon whether there was this person before that you kind of thought was the one and then they no longer were what you thought, then if this is like your second chance at like trying for something to find that soul connection, then I feel very strongly that could be potentially this friend you're talking about. So, okay. So next we have Anita. So Anita, yeah. So just let me know what your question is, and then I can get to you next. Oh, and Randy, you said, oddly, that card just spoke to me, Megan. I'm in the exact situation you just spoke of. Knew I was here on your live for a reason. Oh, you knew that you were here on the live for a reason. Something told me to be. Well, yeah, see, exactly. Like everything happens for a reason. I believe that in my heart and soul, that there's nothing that is a coincidence. We are all here for a reason. We all have a purpose. And there's so much more than what we understand, right? There's so much more than meets the eye. So you definitely were here for a reason. Like everyone who's here today with me is here for a reason. I'm here with you today for a reason. And hopefully it's to do good, to spread love and light, and to spread guidance, and to spread, God's message, God's light and love to you, and, and also to receive it from you as well, because you guys do pour out so much love to me. So again, I'm so grateful for this community, and I seriously love you guys so much. You guys really are just such amazing people, amazing souls who really see that there's so much more to life than what, this materialistic society sometimes tends to have us believe, right? So I just wanted to let you guys know that you guys all are very special. Oh, and Darlene, I see that you just commented back. You said, yep. Okay. So yeah, Darlene. So did you see then, is there this, is that kind of resonating for you then, Darlene, the reading that I did? Cause I would love to know. That's amazing. And then, oh yes, you said, yep. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'm feeling like Darlene really felt like my reading resonated. So I love that. And again, it's not from me. These are just, they've been given to me, these gifts. So I don't want to take credit for them, of course, but I just want to, of course, use them for the will of the universe, the will of God to help. So, and then Anita, oh yeah. So yeah, Anita. So whenever, let me see if you already submitted your question back up here. Oh, okay. Yeah, you did. Okay. See, sometimes I have to look back up. Okay. So Anita, you said, should I wait for him? And then you said, love you from Ireland, which I love. I am a little Irish myself, Anita. So I love that. Oh, and then you said, Darlene said, I lost connection, but you are spot on. Yay. Okay. So I'm so happy to hear that, Darlene. Yay. Okay. Perfect. I love that. I'm really happy that was spot on for you and really resonated with you. So, oh yeah. So Anita, you wanted to know here, should I wait for him? Okay. So let's see. Let's look into the cards and kind of see what they are saying. So I'm going to knock my energy into the cards, and I see a few other people just submitted questions next. So sounds good. I will get to you guys next. Thank you so much. Okay. Just going to shuffle. Breathe in and out. Just kind of center myself on this journey. So let's see. Again, Anita wants to say, should I wait for him? Again, there's a lot of, it's so funny because I always say this in all of my readings. Like a lot of the times in these group readings, there's so much similar energy that's really transmitting through the reading. So it's like a lot of the times, a lot of people will either find similar messages, or it's like everyone who was at the reading was intended to hear something similar or is going through a similar situation. So again, it's that beautiful community element of these group readings that I really love. So should you wait for him, Anita? I'm feeling drawn to this card, actually. So let's see. Okay, so interesting. Interesting. Okay. Okay, I don't want to upset you, Anita. I really don't want you to upset you. Because sometimes this can be a little hard to hear, but it basically says, it says after the rain is the card we pulled. And it says silver lining, relief, hope, mercy, it's over, acceptance. So you wanted to know basically, should you wait for him? And what this card is really trying to say is that it may be time to kind of just accept it is where it is at right now and accept that everything, this relationship has kind of played out for a reason. And it's almost time to start searching for you've been in this rain, whatever, situation you've been in, whatever relationship dynamic you've been in with this person, almost there's definitely been some stormy elements to it. There's been some deep hurt for you. And I almost sense that what, God and the universe is trying to really convey here is that maybe, it's time instead to get out of that rain, to step out of that rain and be okay accepting that some things have to end in order for better things to really come together, right? That's a beautiful, very true saying that sometimes we have to look up and see that, instead of looking down at the rain and the puddles, we have to sometimes look up at the sunshine and the rainbow, right? And that's what you deserve. Like, I want you to know that, Anita, you deserve a rainbow kind of relationship, a rainbow kind of connection that's full of light and happiness and joy that doesn't bring you down. And I feel like whatever connection you are holding on to right now where you're not sure if you should wait for this person, it's kind of to me symbolizing that there's a lot of sadness. I don't know how else to really explain, but it's like a sad rain almost. That's really what I'm sensing here. And the beautiful thing is it's after the rain, right? So it's saying there's something beautiful coming to you after you're able to allow yourself to accept something beyond the rain, and it doesn't always mean that this, and I love to make this very clear, is that it doesn't always mean that this person's never right for you, but at this time, I think it may be best to really move forward and really just know that you deserve this rainbow of a relationship. You deserve the sunshine. And until you get that, that's exactly what you deserve. So, Anita, you said thank you. Well, I'm so happy. I really hope that helped you, Anita. I really hope that provided you with some clarity there. So thank you, Anita. Okay. So our next reading, I'm seeing a few kind of come in here. Let's see. So is Love F. So you said any message that spirit would like me to hear right now. Okay. Yeah. So I'm actually feeling drawn to this purple deck I have here for that. So let's just, look at a few cards. Love. And it's kind of funny because it's like love and is your name actually Love? I'm just curious. That's a beautiful name if that's your name. Okay. So I'm going to knock my energy and then just see what message the spirit would like to convey to you, Love. So just shuffling the cards here, kind of trying to get clarity on what this reading is really presenting for us today. Okay. Okay, I'm feeling drawn to this card for you, Love. So, okay. Interesting. So the card that you have is rejuvenation. So the message is that the spirit is trying to convey to you is to really take time to rest and recharge. So I have a sense that you've been either having a lot of anxiety or a lot of stress in your life. I'm not exactly clear on why that has been, but there's been a lot of, I'm feeling this kind of stressful tension that's been going on with you. So it's really telling you that it's okay sometimes to just take that necessary time to really pamper yourself, to really love yourself, and to really allow yourself to take the time to rest, take the time to recharge, whether that be just doing the things you love, or whether that means, just watching your favorite movie or, hanging out with your good friends, or just, being comfortable sometimes, allowing yourself to take a bath maybe, or take some time to meditate, or whatever really fills you up and gives you that love and really is that self-care almost aspect, maybe yoga, maybe it's taking the time you need to exercise, whatever it is. There are certain things that I believe would be very good for you, just to allow yourself the time to just rest, relax, and you'll be better than ever before. Because I almost feel like you may have a tendency of being anxious and wanting, like thoughts are almost kind of just like coming to you, and you're like, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do this. And like what, God and the universe is really saying here is it's okay. Like you are human. You are meant to have times of rest, times of relaxation and rejuvenation. And that's the only way that we can be at the best that we can be, right? We have to trust, we have to let go of things that we can't control. And we have to allow ourselves to take the time that we need to rest, to rejuvenate, to recharge. Because another aspect of this too that's so important is like, it's not healthy for us to not, it's not healthy physically, emotionally, or spiritually to always be on the go. That will just cause so much anxiety. It will cause stress for your body. It will cause so many issues that can just be avoided once you take the time you need to rest, recharge, maybe go on vacation, whatever it is for you, whatever that looks like. I would definitely just encourage you to do so. So I hope that kind of helped you and made sense, because that's kind of the message that I was really receiving there. And then Tara, I see next, is I'm kind of in a difficult situation, which I feel pushed or pulled into a courtship with someone I knew, but not sure how I feel really. I'm kind of in a different push or pulled into a courtship with someone I knew. Okay. I already have a sense about this. Actually, it's kind of funny, but we'll explore what the cards have to say as well. But I already kind of feel here very strongly that like this isn't necessarily the right, if you're feeling forced like this, I already very strongly feel like this may not be the right relationship for you. But let's also just get some cards for clarity. But I'm definitely feeling a force, like a feeling of feeling like you should be doing something instead of you want to be doing it, if that makes sense. That's what I'm kind of sensing already from this reading, is like, it's like you feel like, I should be happy in this relationship. I should, like, they seem like they're the one, like they seem like everyone says that this person is perfect for me, or this person has this position or has this job, or they are so handsome or pretty or whatever it is, those things where it's like, they seem like they're what I'm looking for, but you're not feeling it within, almost. That's kind of what I'm sensing. Like, it feels like it's kind of like you're forcing yourself to go through the motions with this versus like wanting it genuinely in your soul and in your being. So already kind of that came to me, but let's kind of look a little bit further, Tara, and see and explore this a little bit deeper here. So going to knock energy. This card kind of, okay. So for Tara, for you, this is interesting. So we got the card Double Mission, which says light worker starseed, serve the world by being you. So this is very, very telling. And here, I'll just show you the card really quick. This is actually a very telling card, surprisingly, because it seems like almost like a card too where you wouldn't think it was that clear, but it's very clear. Because what this is saying is that you feel that torn energy, right? You feel that push and pull. Like, should I be there? Should I not be there? Like, is this good for me? Is this bad for me? Whatnot, right? You feel conflicted. And what it's literally saying here is it's saying, serve the world by being you. So the best thing you can do in this relationship, this courtship that you're going through, is like, what do you want? Like, reassessing what you want, reassessing how you actually feel, not how anyone else wants you to feel. Like, that's one thing. It's like, to kind of be like, oh, and you said exactly, I'm just seeing some of these now because I wasn't even looking at everyone's. Oh my gosh. Oh, and then, Pamela, you said you're beautiful. Oh, you're so beautiful too. Thank you, Pamela. And then, oh my gosh. So wow. Okay. So I'm just seeing all this now. So basically I want to kind of explain to you here that, Tara, that like, basically what this is saying is that you feel torn. And that's kind of what this is affirming here, is that there is this torn feeling. But then on top of it, it's like saying you can best serve like the world. You can be the best. You can actually, like, even if people are telling you that this is right or this should be right, or you feel even yourself, like part of yourself feels like I should be happy in this relationship. This should be right. There's a deep sense within you that's like, you almost have to follow what you truly know, how you truly feel. And that's the best thing you can do for everyone in the situation. It's better for this person that you're in this courtship with, right? Because it's not necessarily, I don't want to say it's not fair to them, because of course you have to go through your own time as you process things. But I just mean that it's kindest almost to really be true to yourself here, to really truly feel how you feel about it, to not let anyone, any outside external influences, even sometimes ourselves can be an influence that is different from our own intuition, and that will say it should be right, it should be perfect, I should be happy in this relationship. But when we don't feel it, when we don't feel it in our heart and soul, we don't feel it, right? And we can't help that. So I really feel like this card is just kind of telling you and indicating to me, and as well as to you, that it's time to really serve others, serve yourself by just being who you are and feeling how you truly feel about the relationship. So I hope that kind of helped give you clarity there, Tara, Tara. Thank you so much for helping and contributing today. And I hope that kind of resonated with you. So, and then let's see. So next we have always, forever, infinity. And you said new colleague being confrontational and toxic. Why? Okay. So, and I see Carhu's here. Hi, Carhu. I'm just seeing you just came in. I'm just seeing everyone's message now because it's really kind of trying to focus my energy. Carhu is one of our amazing members of our community that is always such a light. Okay, so always forever, new colleague being confrontational and toxic. Why? Okay, let's look into that. Let's see why. So I'm trying to think of what pile I'm feeling drawn to here. I'm kind of feeling drawn to this pile actually for this reading. So let's go with this. I'm going to just knock my energy into the cards. Okay. We're going to just shuffle the cards and see why. Let's explore why this new colleague is being confrontational and toxic, which is never a fun thing ever. And we can often underestimate the effect of, not feeling happy in our workplace and our work environment. But that's a very important thing to feel happy and content with, because of course, that's where we spend a lot of our time, is in our workplace, doing that. And if we are not feeling like that acceptance, that kind environment, like you were saying, it felt toxic, that's never ever, that does wear on you, right? So let's see why exactly this new colleague is being so confrontational, so toxic to you, and what's going on there. So, oh, wow. Okay. So this card, it's a little torn up, but it really jumped out. So we're going to go with this card. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this is very interesting. So we chose the golden children for you. I hope you can kind of see too. The golden children, right? And it says inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. So to me, what this really explains, like this already shows a lot to me. So what this shows to me about your colleague is that they, like, as you can see, there's a very big mirror in this card as well, right? There's this huge mirror. And what is happening with this colleague is that they see these parts of themselves that they like, the parts of themselves that they want or wish they had, they see in you. So it's almost like they are like, it could be they see it in multiple people in the workplace, but there's definitely some deep-seated insecurity going on with this person. There's some deep-seated feeling of like wanting these gifts that they're seeing in others, wanting these talents, wanting these things that they feel themselves they are lacking in. Even if they're not, they feel like they are. And that's why they're kind of overcompensating in this way by being toxic, by being mean and confrontational, because again, they feel like they don't possess this innocence and tenderness that other people have, this empathy, this kindness, or as well as other gifts within the workplace that you're in. They feel like they themselves don't have it. Even if they pretend they have it, they deep down within their soul feel that they are lacking. And that's the only reason in this situation I'm really sensing that they feel like they need to overcompensate by almost being mean, by almost being cruel and confrontational and toxic, because they themselves feel insecure in that. So, and you said, yeah, it's so stressful. So I would just, I mean, of course, and then, also Tara said, yes, thank you, lovely lady. Very helpful. Oh, I'm so happy that helped you. Thank you so much. And then Always, forever, and infinitely. You said, yeah, it's so stressful. No, I definitely feel a stressful sense. I feel like you feel like you're walking on eggshells. Is that correct? Always, forever, and infinitely? Because that's kind of that's for some reason the image that I'm getting right now is like you like trying to kind of, yes. So like you're trying to walk on eggshells. You don't want to like break the, like, you don't want to, like everything you say, you're worried that it's going to be the wrong thing. It's going to cause some other confrontation, some other blow up, some other, and you don't know how to deal with her anymore. Right. Exactly. So what I'm saying here is that honestly, like what I would do is just continue to be who you are, continue to be that person that you are, who's kind, who's, who's loving, who's all of these things, right? I would continue that. And then if after, you treat this colleague, continue to treat with kindness, respect, if they continue to act in this toxic manner, I would definitely then take this up. I would definitely not accept this at that point. I would, however, first, work on just, of course, always being, allowing yourself to just continue to kind of take the high road, always communicate if you feel upset, but in like a very respectful and kind way. And if this person is still not able to handle any of this, not take any criticism, or not criticism necessarily, but any, conflict of positive communication and like positivity, if they're really still so toxic, then I believe it's time to kind of, talk to others and kind of create, like there's a community here, right? So there's other people who kind of feel it in your workplace that there is this toxic dynamic. So just know you can lean on other people in your workplace, even if you feel like you can't, or potentially maybe it's your friends as well. There's some other community that is there for you and would understand where you're coming from. So just want you to know that as well. I hope that kind of helped you in your reading today. So really hoping that helped. And then Adam is next. So you said, I got too emotional and self-destructed with a lady. Can friendship at least be reestablished? Okay, yeah. So let's look into that. Let's kind of do a deep dive on, whether, and I'm sorry that happened. Sometimes we can make mistakes. Sometimes we can act on our emotions or out of our emotions. And I definitely have been there before where I say things that I wish I didn't necessarily say because, I'm affected by my emotions and so deeply affected, but I'm sorry that happened to you. And I definitely believe that, let's see kind of how, if there will be a friendship reestablished or what that will look like. But I am very I don't want to say, well, I'm proud of you for knowing that whatever you did, whatever caused you to act in this way, I'm proud of you for acknowledging that and knowing that you don't want to continue to act in this way, that you do feel sorry, you feel like you wish that you didn't act in this way. Like that's very beautiful. And sadly, so many people in the world, I like to view the world as a great place, but there are people who don't ever want to reflect on, what the bad that they do, the wrong that they do, or want to pretend that they never make mistakes. But we all make mistakes, right? And I'm very proud of you. It's very mature of you to really admit that and understand that. So let's look kind of today on what that can look like going forward, Adam. Feeling drawn to this card. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this is so interesting. So we actually pulled a karmic relationships card, which is crazy because if you've ever heard of a karmic soul connection, it's kind of like it's a very emotional up and down kind of relationship, but this does give me some clarity here. And it shows, and I'm going to show you also the card zoomed in here. But what this shows is it says polarity, soul growth, conflict. That's what the card says, right? So you had this conflict because there was a lot of passion and there was a lot of emotion within this dynamic of the two of you, right? So that caused some distance to occur. It caused you to kind of have this, this conflict, right? This conflict caused distance. But the thing about karmic relationships is not only do they help us grow, not only they teach us lessons about ourselves, but a lot of the times they do kind of, become, there's definitely a good chance that, especially if this is the first conflict you've had, that you will come back together in some form or another. Like if it's a karmic relationship, which is what this card is kind of indicating, it's very, very likely to me that there will be this emotional, there isn't this emotional connection that you're sharing with this person. And there will be a return in some ways. But the other beautiful thing about karmic relationships and karmic connections is that they're really there to help us learn about ourselves and really grow. So this really, just as it shows soul growth, right? So this really is what's going to help you to grow as a person, to know that you can't sometimes act out of emotions, which we do. We all do. I do it too. Sometimes it's good to like kind of think and gather our thoughts and really always, act in a way that is loving and kind. So I just want you to know that, this will really help you to grow, and that, yes, that it's very likely that there will be some reestablishment, because those are kind of how karmic relationships tend to work. So I hope that that makes sense for you, Adam. And I hope that that resonated. So next I see Danielle. And Danielle, you said, am I going to reconnect with my true love and have a family of our own? Okay, so let's see. A lot of reconnection, a lot of like, should I wait? Like, it's very interesting because, again, I do tend to find that, these group readings tend to have similar energies. So it's always very interesting to see that. So, okay, sorry. I like don't have a moderator, so I was just like reading something. They're just funny because someone, it's fine. I don't want to dwell on any negativity. Okay, so, oh, I'm happy that made a lot of sense for you, Adam. Thank you. Okay, so let's see. Okay, right. Sorry. Okay, I need to like, I was just getting confused with some of the things that people were saying. Okay, so thank you for all the people who are very positive here. I love that so much. It's very, I really appreciate your positivity and your kindness. So Danielle, you said, am I going to reconnect with my true love and have a family of our own? Okay, so let's look at that. Let's look at, are you going to reconnect? Are you going to have a family of your own? I'm actually feeling drawn to this pink deck for you, Danielle. So let's see. Are you going to reconnect? Are you going to have a family of your own? I'm going to knock some energy. And then let's see here. Ooh, this card literally just jumped out. Like, I don't know if you guys can see, but I think this is the card. Okay, this card just jumped out, Pamela. Or not Pamela, I'm so sorry. Danielle, I meant to say. I just saw Pamela's comment above, which was very sweet, because she said you're beautiful, which is very sweet. Thank you, Pamela. But no, Danielle. Okay, so you said, am I going to reconnect with my true love and have a family of our own? Look what card I just pulled that jumped out, literally jumped out. Literally children, like children. So, I mean, this is a very straightforward answer, and it literally jumped out. I wish, like, I don't know if you guys could see, but I was shuffling and like the card, like actually just like this card and this card both jumped out, which is interesting. So, I mean, actually maybe this kind of goes hand in hand now that I think about it, because this was the other card that jumped out, which is make the effort. Well, yeah, I'm going to give you both these cards because they both jumped out of the deck. But basically, this card was make the effort, which says great love is worth taking steps you're guided to take. So first of all, I would make the effort with this person that you are asking about. I would definitely make the effort there, because there is something very beautiful going on there. And that will result, like you asked family of our own, and we literally got children as our second card, which literally says your love life is being affected by children. So like there will be children down the road for you. There will be a family down the road for you, and knowing to making the effort in this, great love is worth taking the risk, taking the effort to really reconnect with this true love. So, I mean, that's a beautiful thing. Both these cards were meant for you, Danielle. So I hope that that kind of helped you. And I felt very drawn to the pink pile, and those were very, very amazing. Like that, those are the two cards that stood out. So, whoo, that's crazy. That's amazing. Okay, so next we have, let's see. Oh, love. Okay, so love again has a question. So love, and thank you again so much, Danielle. Thank you so much for your contribution. You said, okay, one more question. I was dating a man who just recently ghosted me. What was that about? Okay. So you were dating a man who just recently ghosted you, love. Okay, so let's see what the cards would like to say. Well, not the cards necessarily, more like, okay, this card just jumped out. So we're going to go with this one. Interesting. So we have Earth pulsing, okay, for that. And you were dating a man who just recently ghosted you. So what was that about? It says pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. So I almost believe that this person felt like almost things were moving too fast in the relationship, because this is indicating slowing down, right? So they were almost kind of nervous because they're like, I feel like this is just going too fast right now. Like, I don't know how I feel, because like, I don't know what I want. They were unsure, uncertain. It's not because of you, basically, is what I want to get at here. It's not because of you or anything you did. It's more so about them being nervous to really continue in any sort of relationship where they feel like they're developing feelings so quickly. Does that make sense? So it's really this time, like they felt like time was going too fast, that they were being moved. They were being moved, and and then Danielle said, thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much, Danielle. So they were being moved, and let me see. Oh, sorry. Okay. Oh my gosh. And then Danielle, I just see another thing you said that's so beautiful. You said, all your readings have been true and positive and gives me the strength within to heal and love and embrace my feelings more to my soulmate. I'm so happy. Like, it literally means so much to me that my readings have been helping you. And I really love that so much. And I just want to help. So thank you so much. And interesting. Okay. And then, yeah. So back to what we were at, because there's just like, let's see. So yeah, so you were dating a man who recently ghosted you. So I want you to know, love, that it was not about you. It was about moving too fast. And not that you were trying to move too fast. It was like, they were just like, oh, I'm developing too much attachment too quickly. And like, I'm someone who's like not always good at, commitment, let's say. So it was really not about you. It was, again, them feeling like, oh, I need to slow down. I need to think about things. I need to I need to figure out what I want. Like, it's literally not related to you or who you are. So I hope that kind of provided you some clarity there. Tracy, let's see. So Tracy says, love, you said makes sense. Okay, cool. I'm so happy that makes sense for you, because that's definitely what the card, is kind of indicating there. So I'm happy that made sense. And then Tracy, you said, have I been reconnected with my soulmate? A lot of reconnection I'm sensing in this reading today. So let's take a look at the cards and kind of see more so what they're saying. Okay. Oh, my dog. I don't know if you can hear my dog, but she just like snored under me. She's like sleeping, taking a nap. Okay. So let's see what. Oh, you guys are so kind. Oh, you said love, said appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much for just helping our channel. So thank you for your contribution and trusting me to help you today. So I'm just kind of shuffling the cards, kind of readjusting my energy to Tracy and if she has been reconnected with her soulmate. Feeling drawn to this card, Tracy. So let's see. Okay, this is very, very, very interesting. So this is very interesting. So we got the rose garden, okay? So, and then, oh my gosh, and I hear AC just said, oh, thank you so much, AC. You said Leonore is the one. Oh my gosh, the reading determined Lisa was a karmic soulmate and toxic. True. Much love and light, Megan. Stay in high vibration. Thank you so much, AC. I'm so happy and so happy to see that, and just in a good way to deal with a narcissistic. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, AC. AC is just such an amazing soul. So thank you for your support and your kind words. So the rose garden, I really appreciate that, AC. So the rose garden is about innocence, forgiveness, and being gentle with yourself. So you might at first be like, how does that relate in this case? How does that really relate when it comes to being reconnected with your soulmate? But in a way it does, because it shows right here that it's like, you are kind of able to find love for yourself in this relationship. So you have reconnected with your soulmate if you are feeling like you, for once, feel this love and feel this like almost like someone's holding you in a way. Like you feel like arms around you. If you feel that feeling, you see how she kind of looks like that right there in the on the card's picture or in the card. You can see she feels like embraced. She feels relaxed. She feels like a peace about her and this like deep like love. If she feels like she's being held in a way. And that's kind of how I feel like for you, you'll know if this is the soulmate that you've reconnected with, is if you do feel this peace, the sense of peace and the sense of not only loving this other person, but loving yourself. Like that's a very important aspect of the soul connection is if you feel this bliss and happiness within your own soul and towards yourself, then it's a very good indication that this person could be the one who is the one that complements you and the one who will allow you to really flourish and grow with in this bliss, in this beauty and love. So really, I would just, I would take a second to just kind of look at how you feel about this relationship. Do you feel like almost like it's of roses and light and love and that it's lifting you up, making you feel held and supported in that way and peaceful? Or is it causing you anxieties and fears and that? Because if it's doing the later, then I would say that that's something to reassess, because the person who is your soulmate is definitely going to make you feel secure, make you feel loved and appreciated and be very devoted to you and is gentle and loving and caring. So I hope that that kind of helps too. So I hope that answers it either way, whether this is your soulmate that you've reconnected with. All right. So let's see. So I'm just kind of going to look at the chat really quick and see what everyone's, he's a narcissist and he's a liar. He ghosts me, blocks me, ignores me, and neglects me all the time. How do I get him to see how much he's hurting me and get him to stop? Okay, so, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Jessica. So, yeah, I would just, that's so hard, Jessica, but I really do believe that the person that you are dealing with, I'm going to kind of address what's going on with you really quickly, just as, until, there's another person who wants a reading today. But I just want to say that, the horrible thing about that is if they really truly are that and really are, that toxic, then it's really only going to just continue. Like, I'm so sorry to tell you that because it's so hard to hear. But the truth is that they are incapable of change if that is okay. And you said the guy you've been dating. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. I see. Okay. So you said the guy I've been dating for, because I felt called to your question for some reason. I felt extra called to that. So that's great. So you said the guy thank you so much, Jessica. So you said the guy I've been dating for almost 4 years keeps ghosting, blocking, ignoring, and neglecting me almost every other week. Why does he keep doing this? And is he the guy for me, or should I move on? Okay. So I already was feeling drawn to what you were talking about, Jessica, which is so interesting that you just decided to do that, because I already really feel very strongly that, is there a reason that you feel, for example, too, I would love to know, does this person who, is, I'm just very curious to know if this person basically is someone who, your boyfriend, is he someone who basically, what kind of signs does he exhibit besides doing this? Is he very confrontational? Is he ever open to you, criticizing him? Not criticizing, but is he open to feedback? Does he ever apologize? I would love to kind of hear more about the dynamic, but I already feel very strongly that there is some of that toxic tendencies that mean that, sometimes some people, very unfortunately, when they're mentally in that state, they're unable to really change from that. And they don't want to change from that when it's kind of more ingrained in their personality. So it's the very unfortunate truth. And Jessica, are you an empath? Because honestly, I feel because a lot of the times there are empaths that get drawn into these kind of situations. So I'm feeling drawn to this card for you, Jessica. Okay, this is beyond clear. This is the card that just kind of popped out, Jessica. Beyond clear. And again, my dog kind of chewed the side of this one, but this is just really crazy. Unbound is the card we got, which it says releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So you have a tie to him. You have a tie to your boyfriend, and it's 100% clear to me, just as I already was kind of feeling before I took on this question, that it's basically he's not it's time to let him go. He's toxic. I hate just telling you the truth here, but it is the truth. And he's toxic and you don't deserve this. You absolutely don't deserve this. It's time to just fly. He's trying to keep you. He's trying to keep you he's trying to keep you on his leash almost in a way. Like he's trying to mess with your head. He's trying to make you feel like you're the crazy one. You're the one who's being dramatic. You're the one who's doing all these things. But the truth is that he's the one who has his own insecurities. He's the one who has his own issues. I also feel very strongly, did he go through some traumatic event in a childhood? I don't know why. I'm feeling like there was some kind of traumatic dynamic he experienced as a child that just kind of came to my head. But even so, and he kind of uses this as like an excuse of like why he acts how he does. No, like even though he tries to say that, I'm so sorry that he went through that pain, but it doesn't mean that he can treat you in that way. It doesn't mean that you deserve that. And it doesn't mean that that's okay and that you're going to accept that, because you deserve so much more than that. And he is keeping you tied down for a reason, because he sees that you are so great. He sees that you are like worth so much and could find someone who's so much better and appreciates them so much more, or appreciates you so much more. And because of that, because he sees your potential, he sees all these things in you that he doesn't see in himself, he wants to bring you down. That's what this whole card is really showing you. And I'm feeling very passionate about this reading right now, but it's like, because he sees all this beauty within you, he sees these amazing things that he does not have. He does not have this empathy. He does not have, they never change. Yeah. So because he does not have this empathy, he does not have this kind heart, he does not have all of these things. Like he's not going to change. He's just going to only want to drag you down with him. That's 100% it. Exact. Oh yeah. And yes, exactly, Karen. Yes. And he's not going to change. There's going to be good days, right? There's going to be days where he acts very like he's going to, act like everything's fine. Like I'm going to treat you good, like for like a day or two, make you feel like how you did. And I also feel like in the beginning of the relationship, it felt good. And then all of a sudden you were like, what did I do? Because it's not how it was in the beginning. That is very key to this kind of dynamic. That's very key to these kind of relationships, these toxic karmic relationships. And what this boyfriend is wanting to do is drag you down by tying you to him. He doesn't want to let you go. He wants to treat you however he can, like however he wants to treat you. He's not going to treat you well. Maybe some days he will, to just keep your mind confused and keep you in this mind game. But, after that, he's going to keep going back to these old patterns of just trying to break you down, so that you feel less than, because he feels less than. Does that make sense? So I was feeling very like called through that reading right now with you, but I hope that makes sense, that he's really trying to not let you go, and, not let you go and not really release you. He doesn't want to release you. He doesn't want to let you go. He wants to keep you down. He doesn't want you to find the moon and the beautiful relationship you deserve. So the best thing to do is to just cut contact completely. I know it sounds really hard and very, very hard, but he will just keep continuing to hold you down until you're like, what has happened? Because he's just holding me down. He's holding me down. So that's 100% my reading for you. So I hope that kind of helped you, Jessica. I know it's a really hard thing to hear, but it's just, I very much feel like that's what's right for you to hear in this moment. Yes, for sure. Empath. Yes. Empaths are very much so drawn. Yeah. So definitely they're toxic. Do not change 100%. So I hope that helped. And then Jessica, you said feeling torn between two love interests. Both have perks and flaws, but ultimately would like to know if one is better for me than the other. Okay. So let's see, Jessica. So you're feeling torn between two love interests. Both have perks and flaws, but you want to know if one is better for you than the other. Okay, let's see. Both have perks and flaws, and one of them, you want to know if one of them. Okay, this is interesting. This card just kind of flipped over, so we're gonna go with this because that's one of the ways that the intuition kind of helps me with. So we have boundaries, which is interesting, and this already is kind of funny because you're being pulled between two love interests. You can kind of see in this card too. It's like there's two people. Well, there's multiple in this actual illustration, but it's really showing this pulling. You're feeling pulled by two different forces, right? and both have perks and flaws, but ultimately you'd like to know if one's better for you than the other. Well, what this card says though is it says basically, where do you need to establish better boundaries? So almost what this is saying is like, which person makes you feel like they're forcing, like there's going to be one of these two people, right? That you feel it's like they want what's best for them. Does that make sense? So one of these people is more so interested in what is best for them and doesn't really necessarily care. Like they may be the more passionate of the two, but one of them doesn't care so much if they're, they want them to be happy. They want to be happy with you, but they're not necessarily always respecting your time or your boundaries. Does that make sense? So one of them is more interested in just pursuing this passionate spark that the two of you have. And then the other one is more so maybe in some ways you don't feel as much fire as the other relationship, but you do feel like they are very much have your best interest at heart. They do respect you. They respect you, and they want the best for you. And, and almost I feel like part of this issue is that you feel, and like this is something too that like I've also like dealt with as well. So I don't want you to feel alone here. Like where you sometimes you're drawn or attracted to people sometimes that aren't good for you. That's something that I also have too. So I understand that. But I feel like one of them, within your intuition is not necessarily good for you. Like one of them is kind of, that's passionate because you are attracted to that type of person. And yes, sometimes it can be great, but sometimes they can kind of almost take you for granted and kind of walk over your boundaries, kind of not respect you in a way. And that's the person that I'm saying to not go with. So I hope that makes sense. Because one of the other people may feel like sometimes you'll feel less attraction, but there's so much more potential for true love with that other person. Does that make sense? I hope that kind of resonated with you there and kind of called to you today. Yes. So really hoping that helped you. And then I'm seeing, okay. So does anyone else have any other questions for me today? Or if so, you can just, again, use the super chat and I will answer those because, I will take a few more questions if you guys have any for me. I would love to see. And if not, I would love to how you guys enjoyed this reading today. I think it was a very like insightful reading. I think there was a lot that we kind of we were able to really learn about not only, others and what other people also are going through, but it's beautiful to use community readings because we're able to see how we can relate to certain energies, certain situations. Oh, and then Jessica, you said, yes, absolutely. Thank you. I'm so happy that made sense for you, Jessica. That really makes me so happy. Like when people, like, I just love it more than anything when like things really, it amazes me. It never ceases to amaze me, So I thank you. I'm really happy that you trusted me. And then, Brent said, thanks, you to bomb. Oh, thank you, Brent. Thank you so much. I love that. That is so great. And then you said, speak to me. I feel drawn here. What does your intuition say about me? Okay, yay. So I'm really happy that you were drawn here. I don't know if you subscribed to our channel yet, but if you haven't, you should totally subscribe and totally join us some more too and join this community because we are all very positive and very loving. And I'm just so happy that you were drawn to this place today because I just want you guys to know too that like everything does happen for a reason. And like, even if you yourself, like, I'm just happy that you came to this reading no matter what, even if you didn't get a specific question answered, like we still as a community can really help support each other. We can really find that the energy sometimes of the things that are kind of, on our own minds can really translate through other readings. So that's why I think these group readings are especially very helpful because a lot of the times you'll find kind of a consistent energy in the reading itself as it kind of transmits from person to person. So there's a lot of lessons that can be learned, a lot of things that we can, really apply throughout our lives, even when it's not necessarily directly towards our situation, but we're able to apply it. We heard it for a reason. So I hope that makes sense. And that's why our intuition and listening to our intuition is just so important to do. And, and then, okay, Jessica, you said, I just saw this, Jessica. So you said your reading really did help. You were 100% spot on. I'm not sure about his childhood, but it makes sense. He ghosted me again today and I'm at my limit. I blocked him and 100% done this time. I'm so proud of you, Jessica. I'm so proud of you. That takes so much strength. Like, you have no idea. Like, I'm literally so, so proud of you right now. And oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Literally, like, I'm very proud of you. You are a very strong person. Like, you are going to come through this and be so, so happy. Like, I'm telling you, not even like, it won't even take too long. Like, of course, take the time you need to heal, but like, pretty soon you're going to be like, wow, I'm so happy I'm done with this. Like, like, I'm just happy for you that you were able to be strong and take that step that you knew was right. And that, yeah, exactly, Jessica. So I'm so happy that you came to that. And I'm happy that my reading also was spot on for you and you felt like you really found that it resonated with you and your situation really well. So thank you so much, Jessica. Yeah, definitely. And I see Drew has a question. Okay, Drew. Yeah, let's get to your question. I think I can take like one more question and see, maybe one or two. So if someone does have another question, maybe I'll take another one, but just trying to kind of see. And then, Randy said, Megan, you're the greatest. Oh, thank you. You guys are the greatest. You're the greatest, Randy. The last couple of years of my life have been extremely tough. I'm so sorry. With 2 abusive relationships, I'm literally so sorry. I'm gonna get like choked up. You have pulled me through and made me see I will be okay through your readings. I'm actually gonna start crying. I felt like very like, oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you, Randy. Like, see, you guys can tell I'm tearing up now. Thank you. That really means a lot to me that I was able to help you, because that's beyond, like, I can't even imagine, like, going through that. And I want you to know that, like, I'm here for you and this community is here for you, and that you are just so amazing. And thank you so much. Like, I'm just so blessed to really be here to help in that way, and to just, help you in that way. And I'm just really touched right now. So thank you so much for sharing that with me, Randy. That means so much to me. I'm like literally tearing up. I always cry. I was like, oh, maybe I won't cry this one reading, but I'm pretty much crying. But thank you so much, Randy. That really touches my heart and soul to hear that this has helped you. And it means so much to me. And then Drew, you said, when can I expect to find my soulmate? Okay. Yeah, so we can kind of see if there is any indication. Again, I can't always guarantee when it comes to timed readings, like, because again, these are kind of we hear what we need to hear when we are meant to hear it, but at the same time, a lot of these themes of readings really transcend the limits of time and space. So sometimes it's like energies that can't necessarily be confined to specific times. So I will try though and give you as much direction as I can here on that. And then let's see. So I will definitely try to help answer that for you, Drew. Feeling drawn to this card. Let's see. Okay, this is interesting. This is very, very interesting. Okay. Wait, I'm just trying to like understand right now by this. Like, okay, sorry, because this is water your garden, basically. It says water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. So what I'm already sensing here is you're going to find like your soulmate. And sometimes it's funny when these do work out, because I'm like I can't always rely on time when it comes to these readings, but this is kind of clear that you'll find your soulmate most likely in winter, right? Because this is a very winter-esque card, like right in between, like kind of winter as spring starts coming, because you can see the cooling nature of this card. You see what I'm saying? It looks like the snow has fallen onto the trees and, around. So it's going to be probably in winter, and it's going to be a time in your life as well when you are really tending to yourself, when you are really kind of watering just as the card says, water your garden. It's going to be a time when you're taking the time for tenderness and rest, and you really are really fully loving yourself and embracing who you are and giving yourself the love, rest, and appreciation, and really filling yourself up, right? Watering your own garden. As you're doing so, it'll be in the winter, and then that's when you will come and the divine's plan will really come into action, where you will meet this soul connection and your soulmate. So I hope that provides you with some clarity. So it's definitely going to be during winter, a winter when you are able to fully come into your own self-love. You are able to feel the love from the universe and feel the love from within, and really take care and kind of water your own garden. So just always think of, how can I really pour into myself? And that's when I will find this person that the universe has for me. So I hope that that kind of answered your question there, Drew. I would love to see too if anyone else has any other questions. I can probably take like one more question today, and then I probably should go. But I would totally be available to just do one more. So if anyone does have any last minute questions, just let me know, and I can probably take one. But yeah, and then also, oh, and then I see Ayushi, you said, "Hi, I'm new here. My question: will I be able to get back with the man in my mind?" Okay, yeah. So yeah, so definitely I'm so happy that you're new here and joining us now. And again, I'm so happy to all the new people here. It's looking to me like no one else has any other like questions for readings today. I'll give you guys a few more minutes though, just to see. But yeah, I just seriously enjoyed being with you guys so much today. And I really like to how, we're going to be on a more consistent schedule for these lives. So it's great because hopefully we'll get more new people that are, stumble upon the YouTube and then are able to kind of really be a part of these lives with us and a part of this community, which I would definitely love so much. Oh, and Drew, you said thanks so much. Oh, of course, Drew. Thank you so much. And I'm so happy that you joined this reading today. So thank you. I seriously just appreciate you guys all so much. And you guys are all the best. So yeah, it looks like that is it for today. Again, I'm so appreciative to have all of you guys, and I love you all so much. And I will be back on Friday. So if you want, Friday at 4 p.m. PST, I will be back on for another reading. So if you have any more questions, I can take those next time. Bye, guys. Sending all my love your way. Bye.